are so many people from our country go there for some cultural events, for singing or dancing events as well. But maximum time they go as a tourist. Is it legal?
There are cultural exchange visas, depending on what's the invitation for. As a tourist, if they're coming to perform, tourist is only for business or pleasure. And there for cultural exchange, there are visas like, as I said, M1, J1, depending on what the purpose is. It depends on the organization that's inviting them. So this is something, the organization that's extending the invitation from the United States, they must be extremely aware for what purpose they're inviting the foreign visitor and apply and sponsor for the right category.
Then it's kind of illegal, right? Going there as a tourist and earning money from the event.
It depends. You cannot be an employee. As a tourist, you cannot be an employee at all. But if you're coming here to perform for in a dance recital or in a competition, and you're coming as a contractor, for example, let's say that your company abroad is bringing you here, right? The company can get paid, but you cannot be paid a salary.
Okay. Another question. I have a non-immigrant visa that will expire soon, and I would like to obtain a new visa. Do I have to repeat the entire visa application process?
Depending on which non-immigrant visa you have, you will have to apply for a renewal. Now, if you maintain the eligibility requirement of your initial non-immigrant visa, you will be eligible for a renewal. For some reason, if you don't meet the eligibility requirement at the time of the renewal, then you will have to consider the non-immigrant visa depending on your circumstances.
Okay. Ma'am, what is the I-94?
I-94 is what we call as an arrival and departure record. When someone comes to United States, they're issued I-94 by CBP officer, our Custom Border Patrol officer. Typically, people get it for 6 months if they're coming for a non-immigrant visa. And if you are here in the US and you want to change to another category, we recommend don't change to another non-immigrant category right after you come in, because you come here to visit. If your circumstances have changed, you wait 60 days, 90 days, and you change it to another category, so long as your I-94 is still valid. If you have an unexpired I-94, you can change it. If you have an expired I-94, that basically means you're illegal in the United States and you're out of status.
Then there is a question that I didn't file an I-94 when I left USA. What should I do now?
You first need to go to the CBP website where you can track the I-94 and see what the record is showing. They're going to ask for your first name, last name, date of birth, and your passport number. That will give you an idea whether they're showing you have left the United States or not. So my suggestion would be to check out the CBP website and look for I-94 record locator.
Okay. And next question is, my category is F1. Will the case status change if I get married, or the petition will be dismissed?
If you're currently in the United States on F1 and you're residing in the US, and if you get married to a US citizen, you will be able to change your status to green card.
Ma'am, we came at the end of the show today. So I want to know that what's your preference for our Bangladeshi community that they can apply a US visa very easily for a different type of categories. Which category is good for our people?
So, it depends on each person's individual circumstances. Because when we talk with clients, we try to understand their situation, we try to understand their strength, where they fit in. There is no one size fit all for everyone. So it's extremely custom and tailored. My suggestion is the Bangladeshi community has been doing extremely well. We get the brightest students from Bangladesh every year who come to United States, who contribute to our economy and doing so well. And I would recommend, of course, consider the US for higher education. It's a country full of possibilities. Please keep on the great work that you're doing. And if anyone have any type of entrepreneurial mindset and they want to set up business, the other recommendation would be to consider E2 visa.
People say that USA immigration policies are most easiest all over the world. Which things made it this much easier?
Well, the US immigration policy, it depends, right? Whether it's easy or it's complex, it depends on which administration is in charge. Right now, we have an administration that is extremely immigrant friendly. Nevertheless, the process is complex. We have been trying to do immigration reform for a long time. There have been many bills that have been introduced in Congress over the years, but we haven't passed that into law. So a lot needs to be done. A lot has been done. And then there are policies that are basically a work in progress. But overall, we are a land of immigrants. We feel, this country has given all of us a lot of opportunities. And it's just amazing to see Bangladeshis doing so well in the United States.